There's some people speak it, some people spread it, and some people are just plain full of it. This is the real stuff. That's it, genuine article. Welcome to Scrub Bull Country, North Queensland. The old Scrub Bull is finally gaining some recognition as a true free-range trophy animal, recognised by Safari Club International as one of the South Pacific big game species. Scrub cattle, or scrubbers as we know them, are found on either side of the Great Dividing Range in Queensland, stretching from the New South Wales border to the tip of Cape York. And the very best scrub bulls are found adjacent to our very best Brahman breeding country. Due to the size of the cattle properties in North Queensland, cattlemen often use every available method to muster their stock, including horses, motorbikes, four-wheel drives, and even helicopters. While the stockmen on horses work alongside the choppers to bring the domestic stock together and mob them up down on the flats, the scrubber cattle make good their escape back into the mountains. After so many generations wild and free, they are now a breed of their own. The most annoying thing for cattlemen is when these big bulls lead quiet cattle back into the mountain with them. Big bulls, like this old roan fella, can be 15 years old and not once have seen the inside of a cattle yard.
You'll know if there's a scrub bull in the area because he leaves bloody big tracks. They like to get on tops of ridges like this and get in the dust and scrape and pour and chuck it all over themselves. And this is the first place to start looking. If you can find good sign here, usually you'll find the bull on the ridge top and going down towards where the water is. Been one here because he's got, you know, his tracks everywhere here. He's been in the scrape and they're a fair size. There's a good lump of a track there. See the edge of him round there, his toe. The other side round there, the heel would be out here, so he's a good lump of a bull.
Rockhampton Airport, Central Queensland. I'm here to pick up two American hunters, Dave Fogg and Dale Hedgepeth, here for a week-long combination hunt on bulls, pigs and dingoes.
Good to see you. We made it. We made it. Yeah.
A quick shot or two to check the rifles before heading for the hills. Watch out for those meat ants.
That is a beautiful, beautiful rifle. Boy, I tell you, the wood, the metal fit on that thing, and a beautiful wood. Plus, it's just a very strong caliber, obviously, a powerful .416, but that ought to tip over one of those bulls.
trail here. We hit this bull hard with the 416 in behind the shoulder, and he's gone straight down the guy here. It won't be far, but he might be running for it.
Yeah. These are pieces of one.
Yep, he's in there.
Yeah, he's hard hit, I can tell that.
Good size set of horns. That's just a nice color to the hide. Here we are in Queensland, Australia, and I have to congratulate you. This is your last animal that gets you to qualify for diamond level of SCI for the inner circle.
Well, thanks, Dale. It's been quite an experience. But all I can say, this is well, this may be a wild feral bull. It's just about like buffalo hunting, and they're tougher than buffaloes, and so it's a real sporting event. And believe me, it's as you know, this is nothing like going out and shooting cattle.
No,
even
no.
if it is a cow.
Well, that's right. A lot of Americans don't understand what is referred to as a scrub bull down here in Australia is a bull that has not been dehorned nor castrated on the roundup. And once they're out in the bush, they're out here as a wild animal, and they could be out here 10, 12 years. And number one, they're dangerous. Number two, they're not in the normal domestic herd, which is down on the flats. They're up here in the mountains. And I think you hit the nail right on the head. They're a challenge. We've done just as much glassing and traveling as you would for any kind of hunt anywhere in the world for wild oxen group.
Well, this one was hit hard, and he went 2 miles before he folded up.
Yeah, you placed the shot perfectly right in the armpit on the other side, and went diagonally through into this shoulder right here, and he still traveled uphill, downhill, uphill twice, and it's about 2 miles away where he lays right now.
That is a lot of animal. Yeah, the old saying, it's a lot of bull.
Look at this brame of hump up here.
Yeah.
This is classic.
He's on the flat country too, isn't he?
Yeah. Look at this. That is one hell of a big animal. And that's another one of these scrub bulls that can't be mustered. And they just cause trouble out here for the rancher, because when they're trying to do a normal roundup, they'll take the herd and go off on their own. And it causes them a tremendous amount of trouble. And they get switched on every year they get older. So we've actually done the landowner a great favor here by taking out one of the largest varmints in the world. Yeah.
Dave's second bull turned out to be a monster. One of the prettiest multicoloured bulls you'd find in North Queensland. Although a second shot wasn't needed, we thought it was better to be safe than sorry.
Doozy, he is a beauty.
Jeez, that's a beautiful skin, isn't it?
Yeah. If you were going to get one done, shoulder mount, you will not get a pretty one in that.
No.
That is just perfect. Look at it, you've got the ginger and the white, black.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that this will be top 10. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. That is a big.
That is big.
That's a big, tough son of a bitch, isn't it? Well, Dave, we are here on our third day of the trip, and latched into this really big one. This is my prediction is this will go top 10 for sure. And of course, it qualifies as your 12 species for your diamond for South Pacific. This was super. You made a heck of a good shot on this thing. The thing rolled. I mean, you hit it right up there, and it rolled all the way down. This is where it's lying. The coloration of this one is more magnificent than the other one. You've got this huge definitive hump up here.
So the brim a hump.
Yeah.
But the color is the thing that impresses me with this, with all the color and the white nose and the black and the I guess, what do you call that, about
chestnut color,
sable color or something? But it's really an impressive animal to me. I never spent a happier day in my life chasing buffaloes, or not buffaloes, but in a lot of ways it's like buffalo hunting, except that it's not. But these things are a real challenge, and they're a fine game animal.
Yeah, that is. I'm glad that Safari Club International has recognized these as a proper game animal. They have now the respect that they deserve.
Well, this is where the work starts. We've got a beast here that'll have a cape on it and a head that'll be well over 100 kilos. It's pretty hot, and we've got to get this thing off and face peeled back and salted down before it can go off. In this sort of temperature, you've only got a couple of hours. So I'll start on him. The knife I'm using is a knife made for me by Derek Stanley of Mergen. The gut hook on it, and 440 stainless steel. It's a beautiful knife. You can cape out a bull like this, and it'll still hold its edge. You better get into it. Now Dave's bull is a ripper, but there are bigger ones out there, some 40 inches or even better. No bull.
We've just done a scale weighing of each one of them, and they're averaging just under 2 kilos, which is a 5-pound crab. And I've scuba dived for crabs on the East Coast up near Massachusetts, and also where I live in Washington State for different types of crabs, and they're puny by comparison, or in comparison with these. These two front ones here are the two heaviest ones, and they're right at 2 kilos. This little active one back here is about 1.7 with it. Yeah. And we've got this item here for a comparison of size. It's been recommended by local nationals that the consumption of the contents therein is a great addition to these mud crabs once they're cooked up. But I couldn't personally testify to that.
Hey, knock it off.
Yeah, they start poking with their little feet.
Dale, we use those sort of crabs for barramundi bait. Have a look at the size of this one.
This 4-kilo crab was sitting up on the bank, too scared to go back in the water in case the big one's ate him. True. Ooh. Everywhere we go in bull country, there's heaps of dingoes. Here's a beautiful big yellow dog that Dave shot on the first day.
That's a... Congratulations. You got some tusks. Yeah. Through the wild, show you that. Got not huge tusks, but not bad.
On the last day of the trip, we happened to get lucky. This old bull had escaped me for 3 previous trips, but not this time.
Holding the front leg. Just watching. I think he's right though. Yep. He's down.
He was standing right there when I made the shot, and he circled up through here, up to right behind us, and came back down here. And I think he saw us coming up, was trailing him, and I think had he had the option, he would have come for us, but he expired before that. So that's good.
Yeah, circling back, that's an indication that he might be having mine coming at you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the last day. We got to pack up tonight, and we were just looking for one more bull if it could outdo the other ones that Dave had taken earlier, and I had taken the smallest one. But that's all right because it's still big enough for the record book. And then we were coming down this ridge line, and it's 3:10 in the afternoon right now, and we've been looking up in this area for about 5 hours, 4.5 to 5 hours. We're coming down the ridge line, going to go back and do some duck hunting, and all of a sudden this big guy stepped out, and you can see it's a completely different configuration of horns. It's not necessarily the Brahma bull, but they swoop up, and they're definitely old. He's got greater length than the other one, not quite as big a circumference, and he's got the brown coloration as opposed to that Brahma that we saw before. We had to shoot through the small trees here and tracked him down from that ridge line over there. And I took it on the point of the shoulder, and it was a one-shot kill with Dave's .416. So that I'm very, very impressed with that caliber, because these, as we know from the first day, these things take a lot of lead, a lot of punishment. So it's absolutely necessary to use enough gun, as Robert O'Rourke used to say. Well, that's super. God, what a wonderful, wonderful trip.
Heck of a deal.
Heck of a deal. That's right. What's our next destination?
Well, we'll go up through Laura and then straight up to the property at Princess Charlotte Bay.